I have a very exciting devotion this morning because it's just a real fresh revelation to me rather than that which I've been living in for many years. Very, very fresh. I really felt led of the Lord to have a look at Psalm 46 verse 10, which I've known for years and it's blessed many people. Known in the New King James, which I'm quoting from and reading from, it says, "Be still and know that I'm God." And most translations know very clearly, "Be still" means to cease, let go, do not be anxious, but to know God is in the middle of things, which is fine, and many people find a great resource of strength and courage and revitalization just from that one verse. But I felt right to read the context of it, and the context is found in verses 8 and 9, and it says, reading again from the New King James, "Come, behold the works of the Lord." So it's an invitation to really have a look at the works of the Lord, who has made the desolations in the earth and makes wars cease to the ends of the earth, breaks the bow and cuts the spear in two, and burns the chariots in the fire. Let me share what that truly is, such relevance for us right now. He makes desolations in the earth, and a clear word study really from is so clear. It means he makes all around the earth things come to ruins, but also things come to revival. So what he is saying, he makes the desolations in the earth. He makes that which is geared up and strategized to ruin things. He actually turns those things into revival. So he makes desolations. He turns the strategies of the enemy that wants to seek to kill, steal, and destroy, and turns it around and becomes the revival for God's people. That's powerful. When we look at what's been happening in and around the world this calendar year. And he goes on then and talks about breaking the bow and the arrow and destroying the chariots. But what does all that mean? He makes the wars to cease. He makes the strategies of the enemy cease. And he destroys all the weapons, breaks them in two, and all their strength, which is chariots, what that stand for, he makes them weak and useless. Wow. No wonder he speaks to us and says, in this season, be still, let go. Know that I'm God. I am the God who turns the weapons of war to become revival for God's purposes. And the strategies and everything else breaks completely so that they can't use those weapons again, and takes away the strength and the source of those weapons. That is very significant. Isaiah says, "No weapon formed against us shall prosper." Yet the context is for us to be still. Be still. To let go, knowing that God turns the weapons of war that God is using against the church and against the earth. Why? Because God made a covenant with the earth. He made a covenant with the earth. There will always be every season of fruitfulness right throughout the whole earth, and this covenant is established as a guarantee of the covenant that he made with his Son, that we would be saved and live forever with him who put their trust in him. God's got it. That's really to encourage us. God has got it at hand, and he laughs at the enemy. He breaks their weapons, and he turns what is meant for ruin to bring revival. Just get excited, church. Our role is to trust, let go, be still, know he has got it at hand, and enter into that joy of knowing who God is and our trust that he has got it. The weapons of the enemy think that they can outdo things, establish a one-world government or whatever else they may strategizing right now. He breaks it into, destroys them, ceases their war. Powerful, 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 powerful is our God, who strategizes ahead of time so he can laugh at the plots and the strategies the enemy has, which is also what the early church did. We are the latter. We are the church of the end time revival, God turning what the enemy thinks is going to bring ruin to the earth, what God says he's going to bring revival. Rejoice, church, and be glad, be still, and know he's got it at hand, because he is God. Have a great day in the joy of the revelation that God has got it in hand.